the difference between working with professional models and non-pros, I'd rather work with non-pros any day. Professionals come to it with sort of a certain idea, and they tend to sort of have a limited number of, like, you know, set piece poses, whereas a non-professional who's sort of committed to the project is kind of much more open to a collaborative experience, is much more appreciative of sort of the opportunity to open up that it gives you. Because there's a lot of angst going into it. There is a lot of sort of self-examination and self-doubt. Am I pretty enough? Am I too fat? You know, I don't like this about me. I don't like that. And then they get on set and they find out that they're gorgeous. They find out that they are really special. And you sort of see that happen. I love watching that happen. I love watching it. That's what keeps me doing it.
That was not the first time I'd had professional photographs done, but this was totally different because I was exposing my scar, which I'm very proud of. And the photographer, Mark, made me feel very relaxed. He kept emphasizing the fact that, you know, we are here to showcase, if you will, your war wound and how important it is to be proud of what you have come through and what you've survived. It was an exhilarating experience.
While I was in the recovery room at the hospital, the recovery nurse actually took a colander off the wall and showed it to me. And I read it. I was really intrigued by it. Saw that they had a website, went home, got on the website, and here I am 2 years later in the colander.
One of my captains brought a news article that he had in the Vacaville paper, brought it down to me, and actually sent it to me through interoffice mail with a little post-it saying, you should go for this. So 2 years later, it took me a little while, but 2 years later I finally got up the nerve to apply, and here I am.
Or I was just looking for information like on colon cancer survivors, and I came across the Colon Club, so I was like, oh, this is really cool. I've never seen this before, and it wasn't out when I was diagnosed, and so I was like, oh, this must be newer. And so I started looking through it, and I saw the Colondar, and I was like, no way, like, this is totally something I should do.
My husband was sort of like egging me on, because I had bought a calendar. I bought the 2008 calendar when it came out, and actually I think I bought more than one because I gave one to my oncologist, but he was like, you really ought to do this, you really ought to do this. And he's like, you need to feel good about yourself. And he's like, you need to understand you're still beautiful, you're still strong, you're still... So he was really egging me on, so I emailed, but it was kind of half-hearted, and I got this wonderful email back, oh, we were so hoping you were going to do it, you would be great, and, you know, we can't make any promises, but we really want you to apply, we really want you to be, you know, to be part of the people that we look at.